2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Didn't that look good for a long time? I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He finds himself currently tied for ninth. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Nice recovery there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Looks good off the blade. Oh, that's a ripper. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Get in. Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently sitting in third. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
This shot from about 190 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. How close was that to going down? Just a short putt remaining here. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
A thing of beauty. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Putting for a par now. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Lovely effort, that. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Two big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Handy effort, that one. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. And that will take him to 3 under. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Okay, that'll work.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction. Looking better.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Is currently tied for the lead. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 16 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That's some good golf right there. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. And he's safely on the green. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She got one back on that last hole.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. It's tracking. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
So far, so good.
For the par. Now leading by 1 shot. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Second shot here on the 11th. Oh, I thought that one was going in. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, just missed that one. This is a bogey putt coming up. And now 4 under for the day. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Here's Lexi Thompson.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Now 4 under par. Currently tied for first place. Going with the 7.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. He shares top spot. Let's see if he can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
That will work. Currently at -4 for the round. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
It's heading to the rough for mine. Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down? And here we are with their 4th. Currently tied for the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? 9 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
Looking good.
Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Next up is this two-shot hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Okay, let's get back to the action. This shot from 120 yards. He's currently tied for the lead. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, that's beautifully judged. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Collin Morikawa. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Okay, steady now. And this putt coming up for his par.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And with that, now at 5 under with a few holes to play.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
And after that hole, this player is currently tied at the top of the leaderboard alongside the ever-present Collin Morikawa.
And Luke, this rivalry we've been talking about is really looking like it will be down to the wire. Can't wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the event.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. That should set up another chance. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, so close. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
And in it goes for the par. He's currently tied for first. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Not bad. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Opting for the 9-iron.
This one's left of the green.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
This one's heading towards the rough, I think. Splash. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And I've got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Second shot here on the first. "19 feet to the hole." Ooh, right by the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. So it'll be a par to start